besides being two movie stars who work together in the code. Morgan Freeman and Antonio Banderas are two tycoons who know how to make the most of their fortunes. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Antonio Banderas and Morgan Freeman. Most expensive property. When it comes to beautiful places to live, both actors don't skimp on comfort and sophistication. But which of them has the most expensive property? Morgan Freeman, for example, despite being super private about his personal life, it is known that he lives on a large 124-acre ranch, a huge space capable of offering him a lot of privacy and housing everything he needs to live a very quiet life. During an interview for The Tonight Show, the actor said he has made a hobby of the creation of wild bees. Morgan said he imported 26 hives for his ranch and feeds them, but with no intention of harvesting honey or dismantling the hives. All this in order to preserve and save bees and help them back to the planet more and more, seeing as they are imperative to nature. And even though there is very little information about what the inside of the property looks like, there is a lot of speculation about how much the actor's property is worth. And according to some sources specializing in real estate values, it's estimated that Morgan Freeman's ranch could cost somewhere around $10 million. Meanwhile, Antonio Banderas had a mansion with his ex-wife, located in the Hancock Park area of Los Angeles. The traditional-style residence is over 15,000 square feet in area and was built in 1925. Among the main spaces in this property are a living room with a stone fireplace, a dining area with a custom ceiling, and a charming family room decorated with period furniture and chandeliers. There is also another living space, a wood-paneled library, a stylish home office, a very comfortable movie room, a modern recording studio, and 7 gracious bedrooms to settle into, some of which have balconies. Outside, the mansion sits on a 1.5-acre lot, which features a stone driveway at the main entrance, as well as several trees and gardens, which create a pleasant atmosphere for living in daily contact with nature. There are also many spaces to gather and lovely sitting areas to relax, as well as a patio with a leisure pool, where sun loungers are located to enjoy the weather while sunbathing. The mansion also has a guest house and a garage for several vehicles. According to some sources, the property was bought in 1999 for $4.2 million, and the following year the couple bought the property next door for $1.3 million, eventually merging the two lots. After announcing their separation, they sold the mansion to Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos for $16.1 million. And for owning a more valuable property, Antonio Banderas wins this round. Point for him. Vehicles. Both Hollywood stars love to drive nice cars on a daily basis, but which one has the best vehicle in the garage? Morgan Freeman, for example, has been seen driving a Nissan Maxima, a vehicle that he even had a serious accident, a sad episode that resulted in several injuries, but without any fatalities. The only long-term effect was the loss of movement of his left hand, which to this day has not recovered. And that is why he is always seen using a compression glove intermittently to ensure that blood does not pool in the region. Morgan has also been seen driving a 2004 Chevrolet Corvette Indy 500, a collectible that can cost $50,000 depending on its preservation. He has also been seen getting out of a GMC Yukon Denali, a spacious and comfortable SUV ideal for everyday use. And depending on the model and year, the vehicle can cost around $80,000. The actor has also been spotted getting into a Cadillac Scarlet, a huge car capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to get an idea of price, depending on the model, it can reach about $90,000. Freeman has also owned a Tesla Model S, a super technological car packed with digital amenities, as well as having a great range, being able to travel up to 405 miles on a single electric charge. And maybe that's why this dream car for many people is worth around $125,000. But it is speculated that the most expensive car the actor ever owned was a Lamborghini Aventador, a super sports car capable of reaching impressive speeds, being among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle features a 770 horsepower engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 220 miles per hour. And to own one of these, you may need to cash out over $450,000. Banderas, for his part, has been spotted with cars like $1.7 thousand Yamaha Jog, $5,000 BMW R1150 RT, $15,000 Honda Africa Twin, $16,000 Triumph Thruxton, $27,000 Jeep CJ, $35,000 Ford Mondeo, $40,000 Ford Thunderbird, $48,000 Plymouth Barracuda, $50,000 Chevrolet Bel Air, $75,000 Ford F-150, $80,000 Lexus LX, $81,000 Mercedes-Benz W113, $85,000 Jaguar XJ, $107,000 Ford Mustang, $112,000 Audi Q8, $130,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, $170,000 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT, $210,000 Porsche 911 Carrera. One of the most sophisticated cars that the actor has in his garage is a Bentley Continental GTC, a massively fast dynamic vehicle equipped with an incredible V8 engine. And to own a car like this, you have to spend an average of $240,000. Antonio Banderas was also seen having fun near a Ford GT, a car with a modern design ideal for those who like speed since it can go from 0 to 62 miles in only 3 seconds. The interior of this car is also quite attractive, resembling a real racing machine. And according to some sources, vehicles of this line cost an average of $570,000. Another car the actor drove was a Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, a sports car with a timeless style, capable of offering a lot of comfort and performance. Depending on its condition, a vehicle of this model can cost upwards of $1 million. And for having been seen with more luxurious vehicles, Antonio Banderas wins this round. Aircraft. Both actors like to travel in beautiful aircraft, but which of them has the most expensive air travel? One luxury that only someone like Antonio Banderas can enjoy is having his own private jet. It is speculated that he had a Bombardier Learjet 60, a medium-sized, high-performance twin-engine aircraft model capable of carrying up to 8 passengers quite comfortably. Its interior can be customized and adapted to offer even more restful trips, and the plane can support transcontinental travel, which is ideal for celebrities like Antonio Banderas, who is frequently attending festivals around the world. And it's no wonder that to enjoy such luxury you have to invest a good amount of money, as the average price of this aircraft costs $2 million. Raising the price further, in 2018 it was reported that the actor reportedly bought a Gulfstream G200 jet. This is a sophisticated mid-size, high-performance business aircraft with a capacity of up to 10 passengers. And although it is not certain whether he actually purchased it, the jet is valued at around 4.5 million euros, almost $5 million. Morgan Freeman is passionate about aviation, having even gotten his license to fly some small jet models in 2002. And since money is not an issue, it is known that he once owned 3 aircraft. Starting by the cheapest, he once owned a Cessna 414, a twin-engine plane with a capacity to carry up to 8 passengers, whose price is estimated around $500,000. From the same brand but more sophisticated, he also owns a Cessna Citation 501, a small turbofan-powered business jet capable of carrying only 5 passengers. And to give you an idea of price, depending on the year and model, this private jet can top a price of $800,000. The actor's most expensive aircraft is the ME-Vest SJ-30 model, a modern light executive jet. This private jet is powered by powerful turbofan engines capable of reaching a top speed of approximately 560 miles per hour, having a range of almost 2,900 miles. Its interior is also very comfortable and cozy, having capacity to house up to 9 passengers. And it's no wonder that to acquire this aircraft, you may need to invest something around $7,500,000. Considering the sum of the price of the aircraft, Morgan Freeman wins this round. Point for him. Yacht. There's no doubt that both actors have plenty of money to spend on whatever they want, but who has the most luxurious yacht at their disposal? Morgan Freeman, for example. Despite having enough money to buy any ship, the actor doesn't consider sailing a form of showing off, but a great hobby. The actor's first boat was the Alberg 30 model, an old and small boat valued around $30,000. In the 1980s, he decided to acquire a new Shannon 38, a larger and sturdier boat, valued at approximately $80,000. The most expensive and recent one he owns, on the other hand, was the Shannon 43 model, a more modern version of his last boat, whose price can exceed $400,000. Antonio Banderas has already been spotted on the island of Ischia with his partner Nicole Kimple aboard the Angels and Demons yacht, a 76-foot vessel capable of reaching a top speed of 45 knots, which offers many flexible accommodations for up to 6 people, such as 3 modern cabins for resting. On his tour on this vessel, Antonio Banderas was seen sunbathing, taking dips, and enjoying the company of his girlfriend and friends. And for those who wish to stay on a yacht like this, one has to pay approximately $24,000 per week. On his vacation in the south of France, he was also clicked on a yacht with Nicole Kimple, this time on the Lady E, a huge 244-foot vessel that moves at a maximum speed of 17 knots and can comfortably accommodate up to 12 passengers in 6 cabins that exude sophistication with their unique designs. The vessel offers a host of amenities for passengers, such as a relaxing bathtub, relaxation areas, and an outdoor dining table, ideal for enjoying the privileged ocean views that only a yacht like this can offer. The interior is extremely spacious, with a 5-star galley, a cozy lounge, and several other luxurious areas. While on vacation, Antonio Banderas did not fail to enjoy his time on the super yacht, being spotted sunbathing and riding a 2014 Yamaha FX-Ho jet ski, included in the boat rental. And according to sources, the Lady E charter costs around $556,000 per week. Although Morgan Freeman has his own boats, Banderas has enjoyed more expensive yachts, so let's call it a draw. Points for both. Sources of income. Both actors like to diversify their sources of income, but which of them has the most lucrative businesses? Antonio Banderas has dedicated himself, for example, to a career as a producer of films that have guaranteed him good financial returns, such as Crazy in Alabama, The Body, El Camino de los Ingleses, Justin and the Knights of Valor, and Altamira. Outside of film, he has his line of successful fragrances called Antonio Banderas Fragrances. He has also endorsed fragrances for other companies. Another sector that he has invested in is the fashion world, as he launched his clothing and accessories line called Antonio Banderas Design in 2015. The beverage sector is another branch that the actor has already invested in, having bought 50% of the Anta Banderas winery. And Antonio Banderas' investments do not stop there. He also owns a chain of restaurants in his hometown, the Tercer Acto, the Atrezzo, the Dona Inés and La Barra de Dona Inés. But one of the biggest ventures that Antonio Banderas has dabbled in is Teatro del Soho, a large, sprawling theater space that has been a success in his hometown. And thanks to his great results in various commercial sectors, we can say that Antonio Banderas does not depend on his acting career to make money these days. Morgan Freeman, for his part, also has good sources of income. He once owned, for example, Mad Edie, an Americanized French cuisine restaurant. Morgan also owns Ground Zero Blues Club, a concert club filled with quirky, alternative decorations that seems to be frequented by older people. One of his most profitable businesses, meanwhile, is probably his production company, Revelations Entertainment, which has produced some hit movies like Along Came a Spider and Invictus. Another source of income for the actor is through advertising. Because he is a famous actor, with a remarkable voice and an older age, Morgan has a lot of trust and credibility with the public, and this ends up attracting the interest of several brands and associating their image to his. The actor has even done commercials for major companies such as Mountain Dew Ice, Visa, Turkish Airlines, Lego, among others. To get an idea of values, according to Forbes magazine, for Morgan to be the voice of Visa debit cards in 2010, he charged about $2 million, a figure that would have increased even more with the renewal of the contract. Social media can also be considered another source of Morgan's income. This is because he has millions of people who follow him on different platforms. On Facebook alone, for example, he has more than 32 million followers, a huge audience that can bring him huge financial returns with advertising or even selling his own products. Since it's difficult to determine the turnover of each of the actor's businesses, points for both. Net worth. As two movie stars, everyone knows that they have amassed large net worths. But who has the biggest fortune? Starting with Antonio Banderas. Although it is unknown how much exactly he has earned for all of his roles, it is believed that his salaries have been increasing as he became an increasingly prestigious actor. In 1990 SIX's Evita, for example, it is estimated that Antonio Banderas earned $4 million. In the 1998 role of Zorro, the star earned an estimated $5 million for his acclaimed performance. And in the 2001 film The Body, the actor earned an incredible $12 million. Currently, Antonio Banderas' entertainment earnings are not far below these figures, as depending on the roles he takes on the projects he has been in, some rumors suggest that he earns around $5 million. And although no one knows exactly what Antonio Banderas' total fortune is, some sources estimate that currently, the actor must have amassed a net worth of $60 million, a figure more than enough for him to retire on. Morgan Freeman, on the other hand, took a long time to achieve his success. That's because he started his acting career in his preteen years, but didn't start making money until many decades later. As the years went by, the films Morgan starred in began to become more and more successful, and his name became more and more known in the film industry. Nowadays, he has become one of the most prestigious actors in Hollywood, and this has caused the amount of money he receives for each film to increase exponentially. To get an idea of figures, it is estimated that he receives a fixed salary of at least $5 million on each of his appearances, a figure that can increase to $10 million depending on the size of the production. That's not to mention box office result bonuses, which could boost his income even further. Some sources estimate that the most lucrative year of Morgan Freeman's career was in 2013, when he made a whopping $30 million after adding up all of his annual earnings. And the reason he makes so much money is because the movies he's in bring in a lot of financial return. The Dark Knight Rises movie alone, for example, was a true commercial success, raking in over $1 billion at box offices worldwide. Adding up all the movies Morgan has been in, that number exceeds the $5 billion mark, putting him on the list of highest-grossing actors in the world. And while no one really knows how much his net worth really is, many sources estimate that throughout his entire career, Morgan Freeman at the height of his 85 years has managed to amass a net worth that is around $250 million. A figure that could be much higher had he not been forced to pay his ex-wife in 2010 a divorce settlement that came in nearly at $200 million. And because he owns such a large fortune, Morgan Freeman easily wins this last round. At the end of this fight, we had 4 points for Morgan Freeman against 4 points for Antonio Banderas, making it a draw. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.